greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to the second video of the day. We've now got a live album ranking, and today we're going to do Abba. Very short one because of lots going on today. Yeah, Abba, we don't have to go into the history of Abba. Waterloo, Eurovision Song Contest, biggest selling group in Sweden, outsold exports than Volvo, so pretty history. They got back together and they've got that Abba experience in London now, Abba Mamma Mia and all that, so their music still lives. But surprisingly, they've only ever released 2 live albums, which is unusual. So coming in at number 2 was released in 1986, and it's Abba Live. Now joining Anthea, Annie, Bjorn and Benny, the band on stage, and they play on both these albums. So you've got Ola Brunkert on drums, Anders Elias on keyboards, Ruta Gunnarsson on bass, Mats Rwanda on guitars, Aki Sundvisk on percussion, Lasse Wellander on guitars, Thomas Lendin on backing vocals, along with Birgitta Wooligard and Lisa Ullman. So these are recorded in various places. So first up is Dancing Queen. Now this was recorded at Wembley in 1979, and Dancing Queen, of course, is off Arrival. Not my favourite track. I've never liked Dancing Queen, even as a kid. Then another track from Wembley, Take a Chance on Me, from the Abba the album. Even them harmony singing at the beginning sounds great. Really good live version of that. So the Voulez-Vous now album, and we got 3 tracks off Voulez-Vous album. I Have a Dream, all from Wembley. Does Your Mother Know? Another excellent track. Chikatika, or as my granddad called it, Take Your Teeth Out. And then next track is from the Abba the album, Thank You for the Music, and that was done at Wembley. Now the next one was done in 1981 on live on a Dick Carver Meets Abba special, and it is 2 for the Price of 1, which was the track off Visitors. Then there's Fernando, that's recorded in Australia in March of 1977. Now Fernando is actually a song that Benny and Bjorn wrote for Annie Frid, and was included on a 1975 album, Frida Ensam. And then the following year it was re-recorded as an Abba and became a big hit. And it was also included on the 4th on Abba Arrival. Another track that was not on an album to start with, and that's Gimme Gimme and Man After Midnight, a lot again done on the Dick Cavett show. Now it was on the Greatest Hits Volume 2 album, and then subsequently on reissues of Voulez-Vous. Back to that Dick Cavett show, and they do a version of Super Trooper. And the album ends from another track from Wembley, Waterloo. It's a nice little package. The mix is a little bit out because you've got different places, so you can get it right for one and maybe not as good on another. But it's okay. It's enjoyable. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. But number 1, and this was recorded at Wembley Arena in 1979. They played 6 nights at Wembley Arena, and this was recorded on the last, which was the 10th of November 1979. So the set list for this is pretty good. It features a song called I'm Still Alive, which is written by Anthea and Bjorn, and it had never been released up till then. So it's the same lineup and the same band as the previous album. So the first track on this one is Gamal Flublusen, which is a traditional Swedish folk thing. It's sort of the intro into the band. And then they come out and do 3 tracks off the Voulez-Vous album. Voulez-Vous itself, this is the album they were promoting, I do believe. If That Wasn't for the Night and Good as New. It's nice to see deep cut tracks on here. Then we go to the Arrival album, the one with the helicopter on the front from Knowing Me, Knowing You, my favourite ABBA song. Then to Abba, one of the early albums, Rock Me, which is a great little rocker. Sounds really good live. Back to the Voulez-Vous for Chicatica. Back to Arrival for Money, Money, Money. Great version of that. Back to the Voulez-Vous for I Have a Dream. Then they do Gimme, Gimme and Man After Midnight. That sounds really good live. It's got a little bit more goomph to it than the studio version. Then to the ABBA album for SOS, and I love that song. Then we have Fernando. When we just told the story about that. The second disc starts off The Name of the Game. Not one of my favourites from the album, but they do a stunning version of The Eagle, which is one of my favourite deep cut tracks by ABBA. Thank You for the Music. Yeah, it's a nice song, Thank You for the Music. I remember ending a 12-hour disco with that for some reason. Why Did It Have to Be Me, which is a deep cut track off the Arrival album. And then they do that little instrumental intermezzo number 1, which is on the ABBA album. Brilliant track. Then they do that's unreleased song at the time, I'm Still Alive. It's a really nice song. I quite like that song. Then they do Summer Night City, which was a standout single from 1978. Bit of Take Your Chance on Me. Then we do Does Your Mother Know? But you can't think of that without thinking of Rowan Atkinson and Johnny English. And that's off the Voulez-Vous album. Then you get A Hole in Your Soul from the album. And then a track from Super Trooper, The Way Old Friends Do. Then you get, of course, Dancing Queen and Waterloo. Now the sound of this has been sort of remastered and remixed, and it sounds brilliant, the sound. And it does capture, I think, ABBA at their best. They were a very good live act as well, I think. If I'd have been of an age and someone had given me a ticket in 1979, I'd have probably gone. It's a really good album. I was really surprised on the production on this, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. So there we go. Two to do. Up next is the new album from Styx called Circling from Above. So join me for that. Bye for now.